Thank you so much for being here. Okay, you guys, we're at the top of the hour. Let's go ahead and get our party started. Again, thank you guys so very much for attending our Super Saturday ILCA overview and public crypto talk. My name is your Queen Connectress, Miss Marnita Casa, and I am your humble hostess for today. Now, it's my honor to introduce you all to a man that for over 25 years dominated the direct sales industry. His cryptocurrency education is used by companies and universities worldwide. Now, for over 8 years, this man dedicated his life to learning about blockchain technology and cryptocurrency. But he didn't just stop there. He decided to go out, share his information with the masses. And this was done by putting on fun and exciting Bitcoin boot camps nationwide at no cost. He has built thriving communities and wonderful platforms like you see before you now. So without further ado, it is my honor to introduce you all to Mr. Brandon Ivey.
All right. Thank you, Miss Casa, and everybody for being here this early Saturday morning. Look at Miss Casa early Saturday morning, looking like she's a Avengers superhero, ready for a Marvel movie set. So if she could be here, everybody could be here as well. So thank you, Miss Casa, for all the hard work that you're putting in and working with our new partners here. In fact, I'll be showing off their sites in a moment, but welcome everybody. I promise you we're going to keep this short and sweet. This is Saturday, and I would like to say it's a lovely Saturday in California, but it's kind of a little rainy and overcast for us today. Plus, we're now getting into graduation, prom season and all that, and I got my son. He kept me so busy yesterday. Today we've got Universal Studios and dinner and all this graduation stuff, and real proud of him. He just accepted a scholarship for college, chose his school, did a signing ceremony. We also have in a little more than a week from now, we will be in Vegas for the Vegas event, and then we're preparing for Chicago for July. So we have a lot taking place. So I'm going to keep this first part short. Then I'm going to share with you guys some a sneak peek or overview, a little bit of what's coming with ILCA. And then we're going to do crypto talk, where I'm going to actually show those of you who decide to become a member of our community what it is, what we do on almost a daily day basis, what ILCA is all about. So speaking of ILCA, what began my crypto journey was I made the decision that I wanted to move from the network marketing direct selling space, which had been very good to me. It walked me off my job, and I was able to retire at the age of 36 years old back in 2012. And I've been self-employed ever since, thanks to the direct selling industry. But it was also tiring at the same time because the industry was changing. You know, the internet was here, and so many copycat companies, and anybody could create a new network marketing company who had website skills and throw a marketing plan and a product together, whether they were good or not. But the end result was it saturated the market. And there was no time for any one company that could survive long enough because leaders were always jumping ship from one company to another, whoever could get the best deals. CEOs said, this is no longer a long-term play. Let's see if we can make as much money as we can, and then rug pull and cut everybody out. And it turned back into a job for me. When instead of earning residual income, I had to work day to day. You know, if I went on a vacation for a month, I'd lose my check. And the whole point is that I'm able to walk away for 6 months to a year and I still have money coming in. So I said, I need to move to the I quadrant that Robert Kiyosaki talks about, the investor quadrant. Now, not relying on my own time and effort, no longer relying on building a team of people and their efforts, but instead allowing my money to work for me, allowing my money to multiply, not just make it and spend it, but make it and invest it. And the only industry that I saw that I was able to do that in and speed the process up, because I'm now in my 40s, was crypto. And I learned two things in May 2017 that changed my life. The first is that the technology that Bitcoin and crypto is built on, which is called blockchain technology, was going to disrupt every single industry on the planet today. Whether you like it or not, believe it or not, trust it or not, your opinion of this is irrelevant. And I say this to those of you who are brand new and you've never heard about Bitcoin or crypto, or you've been skeptical about it, you've heard rumors about it, it's volatile. I want you to understand it is not about the Bitcoin. It's the technology that allows it to be is the greatest technological invention since the printing press. It's bigger than the internet. And you no longer can hide from it now because you can't turn on the news without hearing about it. The President of the United States and his family, even now, is heavily invested in this space and has already signed executive orders that's telling all federal agencies by end of August, September, there's a mandate to start doing all financial transactions digitally. And we're not talking about debit cards and credit cards and cashless society like that. We're talking about using digital currency, whether it's your stable coin, CBDCs, but we know it's going to be a stable coin. We just don't know which one. So nobody is going to be able to avoid this. It's happening. And I figured that out in 2017. The second thing that I learned, and this is what's more important to people immediately, is that cryptocurrency represents the greatest economic shift in wealth in the history of mankind for the most amount of people. And that last part is important. See, I know what people need, but I also know what people want. I know people need education because education leads to everything else. But I know people want to make money and they want to make it fast. Everything else is secondary to that. And so what I learned was that this has no barrier of entry. It doesn't matter who you are, where you were born, what language you speak, the color of your skin, what country you're from, if you have a college degree or not, if you're a man, woman, or child, if your daddy owns the company or not. None of that matters. You only need to have three things to participate in this wealth transfer. The first is something everybody already has, a cell phone. The second is something everybody has too and freaks out when they don't have it, as my family found out 2 weeks ago. Internet, Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi went out for like 8 hours. My household turned upside down. It was amazing to watch, and it irritated my wife because she thought I was taking pleasure in the pain and suffering. I thought it was hilarious. But everybody has that. The third thing is something everybody has, but most people don't use or they don't want to use, especially after they graduate from high school, a willingness to learn. Because we're not taught this in school. In fact, we're not even taught financial literacy. So it's difficult for me to be able to explain to somebody the importance of understanding this new wealth transfer, financial transfer, when they don't even understand the old system and why they need it. You see, in business, when people say, sell me your company, Brandon, the first thing I need to do is to help you to understand why it's a need in the first place. Why do you need it? What is the use case? What's the demand? Do you want to stay broke? Do you understand inflation? Do you understand that we are on the verge of the greatest economic recession and depression since the Great Depression, bigger than 2008? That the old way of doing things no longer works, that telling your kid to get a good education and a good job is no longer feasible. That system is dead and dying. And even if they did everything you taught them to do and they're ready to enter the world, that 70% of jobs in America do not even offer a full-time salary to take care of yourself. You need to have at least two full-time good salaries to take care of a family, if you're lucky to be able to do that. So the system is rigged against you. So you need to think outside of the box and put yourself in a position to learn something that's not being taught. And that's what I did. And fast forward years later, after I turned $30 into seven figures, I have the idea that it's my duty to share this with as many people as possible. Not share Bitcoin, but share the education so you understand how to navigate in the blockchain space that is going to be open to every single industry. Nobody's going to be left out. or no industry is going to be left out. So we created ILCA, Ivy League Crypto Academy is what it starts. Well, that's the acronym. The business is actually ILCA LLC. That's what it's registered in Wyoming. And the ultimate for the future is that this is going to be Ivy League Coaching Academy because it's so much more than just about crypto. This is about lifestyle. And crypto is only one part of it. But let me show you what we are offering right now. Let me share my screen portion. There we go. If you were to go to, well, one, you want to get back to the person who invited you, first and foremost, because I'm also offering not only what I know you need, which is education, but I'm also offering you the way to make some money. And so if that's what you're looking for, you're at the right place too. So get back to the person who invited you. They're going to show you where to go. But we offer multiple services. First, we offer memberships. We have a gold membership, a diamond membership, and a platinum membership. So when people say, Brandon, what separates you from me just going to YouTube and watching a YouTube video? Well, you can't ask YouTube questions. You don't have access to people that made those YouTube videos to sit down with them on a one-on-one basis. They don't make themselves available. I am live almost every day, especially with our gold membership with our inner circle. We do inner circle talk at least 4 days a week privately. Today, I'm going to show you a sneak peek of that inner circle right after this presentation. We also have our diamond membership where we do evening classes where I take courses out of the lessons we have and I teach them live, and you have the ability to ask questions. We have our 5-day challenge, which we're going to be rebranding that very soon, where once a month for 5 days, 1 hour a night, I do crypto basic training like Bitcoin 101. What is the blockchain? How do cryptocurrencies work? What are wallets? How do I buy Bitcoin? How do I store it? And then security. How do I keep that all safe? These are basic beginner, and how do I make money in crypto? And we do that for free. You know, everybody's available. It has access to be able to do that. We have our platinum membership. Our platinum membership not only gets you access to everything the gold or the diamond membership has, but also part of our marketing system, and you get access to all of our courses as long as you're a platinum member and all the new courses that come out. Now, what does that mean? Well, what are our courses? Well, let me give you an example. We have 13, oh, not right there. Let me pull this one up. Ooh, I think you did this, right, Marnita? Let's see here. Ooh, not that one. IvyLeagueCryptoAcademy.com. There we go. Our courses. We have 13 courses with 15 videos average on each of them. Bitcoin 101, Crypto Advanced, How to Trade Bitcoin and Crypto, Internet of Things, Decentralized Finance, NFTs, Metaverse, Web3, Tokenization, Artificial Intelligence, Security, CBDC, Decentralization. And there's 3 new ones that we just did this year, which is, oh, wait, it is here. All right. My bad. Marnita did do it. Security, CBDC, and decentralization. So these are 13 courses. This stuff is priceless, especially this one, security. Priceless. All of our courses, if you were to get them combined, is $24.99 to have all of those courses. They're done in streaming video. You can stop, pause, and rewind it. Take your time, watch them multiple times over and over again and come back to it. Or you can get them in bundles. So instead of paying $24.99 for all of them, let's say you say, I want the first bundle that has just the first 4 courses. So you can get each of our bundles for $750 each. This is more than a $50,000 package, this education here, and it's priceless. Let me show you, I didn't highlight this last week, but we also have a membership platform that once you're a member, our own like private Facebook or Telegram group, if you so speak. So once you become a member, you'll have access to our back office system here, where you can chat with everybody, see our updates, depending on which membership level you have. Let's say you want to access the courses. You can access the courses here. Bitcoin 101, Crypto Advanced, how to trade Bitcoin and crypto. Right now, this is the courses we're actually teaching in Diamond class right now. Last Tuesday night, we just finished, and I'll pull it up and I'll show you. Let's load up. We just finished crypto trading strategies. This was on Tuesday night. Well, congratulations. You have now made it to the different from the last. And this is just, these are all the different lessons in how to trade. What making money with Bitcoin? What is trading? What are wells? Understanding trading candlesticks, Bollinger Bands, crypto investment strategy, breakdown of the crypto pump and dump, rules and risk of trading crypto. So you have access to all of the courses if you are a platinum member or you've purchased all of the courses. Let's say you are just a gold member and you're in our inner circle, but you can't make it to our live inner circle trainings that we do during the week. Well, we record everything. And so you can have access not only to the new recordings, but all of the old ones as well. Even from 2024, Crypto Talk. See my dates here? Let me fast forward. February 2025, March, April, May. I think I'm caught up. The last one we did, yeah, May 15th. These were our topics. U.S. community banks are shrinking. OCC declares U.S. banking system well positioned to embrace crypto. Ukraine strategic Bitcoin reserve bill reportedly in the final stages. So we record all of our trainings. Let's say you're a diamond or a platinum member, and you're not able to make it to our live trainings that we do. We have those recorded as well. I have not uploaded yet the last 2 weeks. I think it's 2 weeks. No, not that one. Not the last 2 weeks. Diamond, 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 diamond. Oh, here we go. Diamond class recordings. You can even go back and watch every class we did in 2024 from January 1st. I'm sorry, January 9th, 2024. We talked about decentralized web, Web3 identities, smart contracts, NFTs and Web 3.0, Web 3.0 browsers. So that's what we were on January of last year. Then we went into tokenization. Those were the hot topic. And then tokenization is going to come back. So Diamond members, we're going to have to get back to this course. BlackRock, Coinbase, and Inner Circle, we just saw all of them are getting prepared. Even Meta and XRP, they all are getting prepared for tokenization. We talked about AI last year too. Then, oh yeah, I forgot about these courses. Yes, personality traits, Phil felt found. What is your story? These are priceless. Companies used to pay me like $5,000 just to fly out and speak to their organizations for a Saturday event covering this stuff. That's priceless. Bollinger Bands, buy the dips. If you want to look at last year's training when I did how to trade Bitcoin and crypto, they're all right here as well. And then we go to our classes, and we did last year, what, 53 classes we did last year. Right now, this year, we are on class number 21 already. Rules and risks of trading crypto, how to trade on Binance, buy the dips, understanding candlesticks. But the lesson, in my opinion, that's the most important for everybody is security. Security. This is a $35+ billion industry per year for thieves whose whole goal is to steal your crypto from you. Let me play this intro video that I have here. Take a listen. By far, the most important lesson to learn out of everything ILCA has to offer is our courses on security. The worst feeling in the world is to build your crypto portfolio for years, only to lose all of it in the blink of an eye or the click of your mouse. This course provides a comprehensive guide to safeguarding digital assets in the ever-evolving crypto ecosystem. It covers critical topics such as secure wallet usage, protecting private keys, recognizing and mitigating phishing attacks, and understanding the principles of blockchain security. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced crypto user, this course equips you with the tools and knowledge needed to navigate the crypto world safely and confidently. All right. So we've got why crypto security is important, wallet security, hardware versus software security, two-factor authentication, securely storing private keys and seed phrases, cold storage for crypto security, crimeware as a service, cryptocurrency exchange security, decentralized exchanges and security risks, smart contract audit and security, protecting against phishing scams, pig butchering scam and crypto jacking and malware protecting your assets, multi-sig wallets for enhanced security, privacy coins, and the challenges of anonymity. These are big. Now, what I try to do at the end of each year is I look at what I think is going to be flavor of the year in crypto, and I pick three main topics and I write courses on those for the new year. So this year I have put up for decentralization, CBDCs, and security, but sometimes I'm off. And I was off this year. I thought the hot thing would be CBDCs, which it still is because every country in the world except the United States is already in the processes of establishing a central bank digital currency in their country, replacing their fiat for digital. But I was wrong on the timing. This year, it actually is not CBDC. It's another topic called stable coins. And I think we have an article that's going to talk about that in Crypto Talk in a moment. So I will be creating the stablecoin course before this summer is out and have that available. So I was off just a little bit on that one. But we have all of these courses that you guys can watch at your own convenience. The two biggest as far as security goes that you want to know is phishing attacks. We just had an elderly man fishing and pig butchering. An elderly man lost 300 something million dollars because of this. The phishing attacks, but mostly the pig butchering scams. And if you don't even know what that is, you never heard of that, you definitely need this crypto education. This is definitely for you. Then we have something else. Because for those of you who said, well, Brandon, I thought you said, we want to make some money. How can I make money in your program? Well, you can make money in our program because based on whichever level you are, gold, diamond, or platinum, if you share ILCA with others, I'm going to pay you a commission. Some of you guys got paid this week. You check your accounts. So, for example, if you're a gold member, you're going to earn 5% on anybody that you share this with that purchases anything. Even if you're only a gold and you sign someone up who purchases at a platinum, you're still going to get 5% on everything, even if they have a bigger package than you. If you're a diamond member, you're going to earn 10% commissions. And if you're a platinum, you earn 20%. Now, that number is important. Why? Again, I've been in the direct sales industry for a very long time. This year would have been my 26th year. And if you understand compensation plans, do you know that most companies, if they want to survive long term, they cannot pay out more than 45% of their revenue for compensation? So this is another red flag. If you're a part of anything and you want to know, is this going to be here long term? And you hear things like, oh, we pay out 70%, 80%. It ain't going to be around long term. Okay. It's short term, unless it's decentralized. That's another ball game. And in those companies, the top leaders, the ones that the $1 million earners, do you want to know how much they make? To max out a comp plan, anywhere between 12% to 20% of the volume they bring in. And then they have extra bonuses and maybe check matching and stuff like that. But that's about it. So I'm offering 20% as a platinum membership. Now, this is not MLM. There are no multiple levels. There is no team building and matrix. It's just simple. You share this with somebody, they make a purchase, you get paid. And not once, but every time they're paying their monthly membership. If they decide to buy the courses for $24.99, you get 20% of that. But I wanted to go even bigger. Instead of you being just an affiliate of ILCA, how would you like to be a partner with ILCA? Now, I'm going to breeze through this because next Saturday, before the Vegas event, we're going to go into detail of our partnership program that will allow you to be able to have your own website, market and brand yourself, not me, and allow you to sell my courses on your website that has a full back office automation with email follow-up and calendar and contact building that doesn't go to me, it goes to you. And we split the profit 50-50. Not only that, they'll be able to purchase my courses less than what I'm selling them for. So let me give you an example. I don't think I've seen this one yet. Now, have I? This is Anna Clark. Is Anna on here today? This is Anna Clark. Load it up. Oh, wow. I didn't even seen it like this. Uh-oh. Was I supposed to show this one, Marnita? Hold on. Because this is the building side. Oh, my bad. This one, her funnel. Here we go. Ooh, look at this. Crypto Education 2.0. Beginner to advanced courses designed to propel you forward in this landscape of digital finance. Elevate your crypto knowledge. Now, Anna does want to highlight ILCA, but all of my courses are done white label, so you don't have to. You don't have to mention my name. You don't have to mention my company. It can be all you. But look at what price she's selling all 13 courses for. $9.99. $9.99. So if you get it from me, it's $24.99. So it's cheaper if you want to buy the courses to buy them from Anna than me. Now, $9.99, can Anna make some money? What if Anna knows 50 people who need crypto education and they get it from her? Anna just made $25,000. Did Anna have to create the courses? Did Anna have to even build any of this out? No, we did. My company put this all together, and the Stripe account and the merchant and all that stuff. We already have it built for you. And this is the marketing. Wait a minute, Marnita, let me allow you to unmute yourself. Just share the difference between these two pages, if you can.
Yes, I can. Okay. There we go. Hey, everybody. Okay, poor Brandon. I was over there sending him messages and everything. Okay, so Brandon, is it okay if I share my screen? Because I actually have it up right now.
Yep, go right ahead.
Wonderful. All right, you guys. So when you guys become partners, there's a couple of things that we offer to you. What Mr. Ivey was showing right now is Anna's funnel page. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay, can you see the crypto education page?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Now, this right here is a funnel that you will receive so you can be able to sell just the courses alone. I know there are some people that know people that really don't have time for the memberships or anything like that. They just want to get into the courses, get them done, and then start taking action. So we have a funnel for you to be able to sell the courses. As Mr. Ivey said, we are allowing you guys to sell them for a significant amount less than what we do. Everything is set up. Right here, we are doing a little something where we might have Mr. Ivey create a video for you, kind of giving you the thumbs up and saying, hey, this person is definitely legit. You want to buy your courses from them. We also have different testimonials that we can put in there for you. Miss Anna, I love this picture of her. She looks beautiful. But we also have a place for you. It's very, very important to us that not only that you get the word out about crypto education, but that you are branding yourself as a business, because we want you to be able to make money. That's very, very important for us. So you can be able to sell all the courses. As you see, we're not advertising any of the memberships here. We're just keeping it strictly to the courses. You can sell the bundles for $2.99 each. We actually sell them for, I believe it's either $6.50 or $7.50. So again, you get a significant discount with your courses. And so this funnel is directly for just the courses in the crypto education. Now you also get a marketing page. Now this marketing page is for those of you that might already have a website and you just want a one-stop shop for your people. So with this marketing page, they will be given the option to purchase the memberships. And here they will have all the information on what our memberships offer, how much they are. This is all tied to your back office. So you even are connected to our Stripe account, so you don't have to worry about anything. Everything is done automatically for you, including welcome emails and instructions for your people to be able to join any of our classes. We have a wonderful video by Mr. Ivey, again, validating everything that you're saying and validating your website. So we also have a section. We definitely want you to be able to sell your courses, even if you're pushing the memberships. So you have a section where they can get the courses. They can also get the bundles. And again, we really, it's very important to us that you are branding yourself. So as you see, the colors, the font, everything, we sit down with you, we get all this information, and then we put something together that not only represents ILCA, but more than that, it represents you. So that's what I wanted to show you today. We do have a couple of other ones that we have. Miss Carla Arrigo has been working very hard on hers as well. What I like about Miss Carla Arrigo, hers is completely different from everybody else's. What I'm going to do is, can you guys see? Can you see Maggie's website?
Yeah, that's Maggie's.
Okay, perfect. So before I get to Carla, I wanted to show you Maggie's because she's here. Hello, Miss Maggie. What a wonderful job you did on your website. But again, we want to make sure that it is catered to you. Miss Maggie is international. She is actually reaching out to an Asian market. So we wanted to make sure that as you see the information that's there, it was very important for her to brand Mr. Ivey again for the validity of your brand. We wanted to do that. This is her partner, Robin. There's information about her. There's information about us. So when people do see our videos, they're like, who's those people? Well, they know who we are. They're ready to expect us. And as you can see, her and Mr. Robin, Miss Maggie and Mr. Robin created their own pictures for the courses, which I think are phenomenal. So you also have the opportunity to do that. And let me just show you real quick, Miss Carla Arrigo, the reason.
Wait, before you jump, because you got that up right there. Notice that
Yes.
Maggie's selling the courses for more than what I'm saying. So hold on right there, because I want to highlight this. And how much money is available now, because you can sell. The only thing we won't allow you to do is sell them for less than at least $9.99. But if you know a market that they're willing to pay more, then that's fine. So let's say that same number, 50 people, say Maggie knows 50 people, and they're paying $5.99 for those courses. Well, guess how much money Maggie makes? Maggie will make $150,000 from 50 people. So that's a full-time income. That's more in America, 75,000 is considered the average or a little bit middle class. How about doubling that from just 50 sales for Maggie? I'm plugging Maggie's here because I know Maggie wants to make 1 million. So what about 250 sales or more? All right, so keep going, Marnita.
That's amazing, Maggie. I think I need to start doing this as well. My goodness. Okay, so as you can see, we don't have any of the bundles because it's catered to exactly what she wants to be able to present to her market. So we can do that for you. Now, Miss Carla Arrigo, it's very important for me that you guys see the difference. It really is about you and branding yourself. So when we sit down, it might take us 3 sessions, but we're definitely going to put something together that is let's say available for your people and your avatar. So Miss Carla Arrigo, she's branding herself as Be Best You Can. I'm very proud of her. And so with hers, it was very important. She is more or less selling to women and baby boomers. So for her, it's very important that they are educated. They want to be educated, especially women and baby boomers. So you will see a lot of female faces, just like with Miss Anna Clark. She is actually in the islands, out of the Caribbean islands. So you will see a lot of African-American faces, a lot of women faces for her. Now with Miss Carla Arrigo, I am going to fix this. But with Miss Carla Rigo, she made us a phenomenal, phenomenal video. And I just want to suggest this to our partners. It's so very important that, yes, you brand Mr. Ivey. Yes, you talk about ILCA, but this is your business. So Carla made a video just talking about herself, telling her story. I thought that was super powerful. She wanted to be able to highlight the, let's say, the wonderful way of going through her instead of us. So what she wanted was for everybody to see all the different products that we offer. She also wanted people to understand how important it is that you're getting it through her instead of directly through us. So she wanted people to see, boom, it's available now. This is a limited time. You can have a discount code that originally we sell it for $24.99, but getting it through Carla with her discount code, you save $1,500 and now it's 90. I thought that was a wonderful, wonderful touch to her website because sometimes numbers are important for people to see. She has it where they can get the bundles for $2.99. She decided to use bright colors to catch their attention, but also still have some ILCA's colors in there. She wanted everybody to be able to get into the membership, so she added that to her website. Also, it was important to her that everybody knew who Brandon Ivey was. Again, if you're just branding yourself and like, hey, I'm selling crypto education, but when they start, they see Mr. Ivey, we don't want them to be confused. So I thought this was also a wonderful touch where Carla included information about myself and Mr. Ivey so they know who their educators are. She also put in there a little bit of information about us saying hello. She added information about the 5-day challenge. I just thought that the way she put this together was really, really phenomenal because she gave all the information about ILCA. So she has this photo here about the 5-day challenge. She is also advertising our wonderful Chicago Impact Summit that's going on July 28th to July 30th for a way for her people to be able to further their education and to be able to join us in Chicago in July. So when we say this is catered to you, that it's very important to us that we make sure that this is something that comes from you that appeals to your people. Be prepared because we're going to make sure that happens. So back to you, Mr. Ivey.
That was absolutely phenomenal. I know you was going to do that next week. So you saw that, you jumped right in. So also I'm going to put something unscheduled, but next Thursday night, we're going to do a late night crypto talk, an ILCA presentation, late night crypto talk, but it's going to be geared towards our partnership program. And for the first 10 minutes, I'm going to be talking about what ILCA is all about. But after that, I'm going to bring Miss Casa back to break down that whole site, all of the sites that she created for you guys to show you guys why you want to be on the partnership side. So we're going to be talking a lot about the partnership more frequently because that's a way for some of you guys to be able to be in a position to make more money where you're earning 50% commissions on a product you did not have to create. It's not MLM, it's not network marketing, and that then we will be teaching you what to do with the money once you make it, which leading me to the next thing, and then we're going to jump into crypto talk. Here's just so you guys know where ILCA is heading. When January 2026 rolls around, I'm going to have ready, there's going to be everything we already have going right now, but 3 other launches to this as well. One, we're going to be having, and we might launch pre-launch before that, ILCA Health. You've heard us talk about that before. We're very big on the health industry side. In fact, we have opportunities where you can actually earn an income. So we're going to be launching the ILCA Health, and this is underneath the branch, the mothership of Ivy League Coaching Academy, and it's a different branches. So we're going to have crypto, which you already know about. We're going to have ILCA Health. We're also going to be launching ILCA Marketing. As we're going to have a whole segment of that where you'll be able to take advantage of not only the marketing systems that we have, but also we'll have training for that as well to teach you marketing. And I know we're gonna have AI that's gonna be a big part of that too. Then we're gonna be launching the coaching side of the academy. See, before I was in crypto, for years I was known as the business mindset coach. I've got hundreds, if not thousands, of videos from 2011 all the way up to now on my other YouTube channel about personal development. Companies used to fly me in just to teach that stuff, and I enjoy that. That's one of my passions. My passion is to teach, to educate. It's just I found in the blockchain space, I'm still doing the same thing. I'm teaching, but I'm teaching crypto. But I'm going to be going back to teaching mindset, personal development, because that goes hand in hand. Without that, you will only have short-term success on the crypto side because you're going to make the money, but you're not going to know what to do. You're not going to have the right mindset. It's like two cups of water. People always, you're praying for more. I want more. I want more. You don't realize that the Lord is answering your prayers, but you're like, but my life doesn't look like it because you don't have a big enough cup to hold those blessings. You're still dealing with a small little cup and water keeps pouring in and it pours out. But when you elevate your mind, you're able to get a bigger cup, which means you're holding more of those blessings that's coming to you. So where you are right now, your level of financial knowledge, your level of bank account is based on your level of thinking. Nobody can change that but you. No opportunity is going to change that. I know people who's been in the best opportunities in the world and they're still broke. I know people that's been in the worst opportunities and make millions because it has nothing to do with the product, nothing to do with the service, everything to do with you. People buy you. So you have to take self responsibility and accountability for yourself. So if you want to grow your financial situation, you first got to grow this. And even when people know that, they don't know how. So that's going to be one of my main focuses in 2026. And there's another reason why, because we will be on the march when, as far as crypto, we had the Bitcoin halving that just took place last year. We're about to possibly end this year of a $250,000 Bitcoin. This is about to be out of the hands of retail investors. And those of you in my crypto talk, I've already given you my dates of where I say is the last time we will have as individuals, not wealthy individuals, but as every single individual, an opportunity to be positioned to change their family tree. That has a shelf life to it. There's a limit. I know when that is. So I have time to switch into the personal development side as we're getting ready for that last hoorah, so to speak, for everybody before it's now on the Bill Gates, Elon Musk, the Michael Saylors, the bank's hands, the government's hands, the Donald Trumps, where you and I, you're out of it by that point. So I'm getting prepared for that. Also, this, how many of you love passive income? How many of you love the ability to be able to earn money without having to sell a product, without having to recruit anybody, letting your money work for you? I'm very close, and with after we come back from Vegas, and maybe even those of you in Vegas, I might share with some of you guys one on one some of the things. I've got two programs right now. One that I'm already involved in, the second I'm about to, where it comes to results. See, you ever hear the concept, it takes money to make money? The problem is most people don't have money. They don't have seed money to get started. You're on limited income. Most people don't have $1,000 in their savings account. And so, how do you go from nothing to something? You got to get funded using other people's money. For one, for example, my business, I got a $100,000 business line of credit. What do I do with that $100,000? Do I go out and buy something stupid or do I invest it? See, so one, I'm already in and I'm already seeing the results. But these two programs, one program is designed specifically for the minority community. The other program is open to everybody. And I will have both of those options for you guys that we're going to, Marnita's smiling because she knows what they are. And she's seen the results. When I showed her that $100,000, her face blew up. What? And she's in it herself. And there's nothing that we will be bringing that we haven't already done. So this is months in the making. I'm already in. So now that I see the results, now I can be comfortable to share with others. So the goal is I've got several goals. On one of our passive is to be able to earn $2,500 to $5,000 a month without recruiting, without having to sell a product. And that's just based on your physical activity. And then on the passive side, our goal is to make anywhere between $25,000 to $250,000 a year passively. That's the goal. So we will be talking about that. In fact, even in Chicago, that Sunday, we will have a real special private talk about the passive side of things. And it's not for everybody. That's why what I love about ILCA is we have multiple different things that you can be a part of, but understand it all starts with education first. Education is key. Education is everything. I'm evolving and moving ourselves from just the network marketing direct selling side to the financial side of the things, financial industry, learning how to get your line of credit, learning how to repair your own credit, learning about your life insurance, learning about the having a trust for your family and all that kind of stuff. So that's where we're moving into. We're going to the next level. Now, what I want you to do, especially if you're brand new, is get back to the person who invited you, and they will show you how to join our community. If nobody invited you, send a message to myself or Miss Casa, and we will point you in the right direction. One thing that I would love to do too is, how would you like that I advertise you? So I might say, if somebody comes to me, Brandon, I want your courses. Well, guess what? You don't need to buy it from me. I'm going to point you in the direction of one of our partners, and you buy it from them. Now you get that discount. In fact, we're going to have our partners on our main website. You can buy them from me, or I'm going to send you to one of our, or you choose which of the partners do you want to get it from. You get the product like 70% off. So that's what we're leading to. So now we're going to jump into giving you a sneak peek, if you are a part of our at least inner circle, our gold package for $49 a month, what our inner circle crypto talks look like. So let me share screen. All right. The first thing I want to do is look at what's going on in the current market. And the crypto talks are designed not for me to teach. It's more designed that I am taking you on the journey of my learning. I do crypto talk every day so I can stay up to date and informed on what's going on in the world, in the markets, and I just open up the microphone and turn on the camera and take you with me. That's it. I do not read any of the articles. I do not look at the market before crypto talk. That's another difference between me and YouTube influencers that is just trying to manipulate the community. I don't do that. So I'm learning at the same time as you guys are. We just learned, what did we do the other day? What did I put down? Oh yeah, we got in on two new projects that I didn't find. That's another thing about our community. It's not the Brandon Ivey show. I used to have that, by the way. You go on YouTube, type in the Brandon Ivey show. I got like 60 videos on there. But it was called like tips of the day. But this is a community, so I'm learning from you guys at the same time. And our community members brought these other tokens to us that we jumped on last week. First things first is what's going on in the traditional finance. By the way, too, I will be doing a separate lesson on traditional finance. It was a request of Miss Casa. We'll be doing that as well, so people actually know what's the difference between traditional and decentralized finance. So the Dow, oh wow, the Dow was up 331 points. This is the Saturday, the weekend. So the futures, it was a little down on the future side. 300 points. Europe is all green. Asia is down. Now, the president of the United States is traveling, well, was traveling in the Middle East. So we need to keep an eye on any information that comes from that. Let's look at the crypto market. And I'm not going to read all the articles. Actually, I'm just going to skim through them because I'm running late. I got all excited, and I was supposed to be done in 5 minutes. So we're going to skim through these. But the crypto market cap right now is down 3.4%. Since we did the last Saturday publicly, I'm going to go week to week instead of day to day. But Bitcoin dominance is at 60.4. Ethereum is at 8.83. I need to see this back at 10% at least. If you ever want to know, are we in a bull crypto run? This Bitcoin dominance needs to drop to in the 30 percentile range. Now, there is something new that it can still be in a crypto bull run and it not happen. Something that has never happened before is the institutions, the Black Rocks of the world that are coming in, and all they know really is Bitcoin, and they're buying up a gang of Bitcoin. That can spark a crypto bull run, even with Bitcoin dominance being high. So I have to always be open to that scenario. It's just never happened before until now. Bitcoin is still sitting at over $103,000 a coin, down 0.5% over the past week. Look at this. This is choppy for Bitcoin over the past week. Ethereum is up 1.8%. Ripple's down 2.7, BNB 1.6. Now, last week, the week before was a good week. It was real positive on the green side. This week is slightly in the red. BNB's down, Solana's down, Doge is down, Cardano's down 6.5, but Tron is up 4.4. That's an opposite. Let's see, any outliers here? Hype is up 5.2 on a down week. Avalanche has dropped 8.5. HBAR dropped 8.7. Let's see, best tokens over the past week. Oh, it's the Janelle token, dog with hat. Again, here's a token I did not find. This one was found by Janelle Appling. So I'll be keeping an eye on that. Caspa's up 7.5, Story 5.4, Hype 5.2, Tron 4.4. Okay, worst tokens. Celestia down 17.8, Bonk 15.4, Stacks 15.2, Sonic, EOS, Uniswap, Virtuals, Render, CRV. Okay, yeah, this is heavily in the red for the past week. So we'll see how Monday kicks off. Monday morning crypto talk. Look at MQT. MQT down to 8.79. So my prediction is still correct. I expect this to continue to drop until news breaks. Oh, I was not on the update call Thursday. So you guys are going to have to let me know. Was there any major update with Lynette on Thursday night? I was not on that. But until that app is announced, this is going to continue to drop. So to be prepared for that, which means this is now getting to serious buying territory. This is the time, you might want to buy. So, well, somebody did. Somebody bought 25 MQT just a second ago for 225, another 28 MQT buy. And oh, somebody is buying another 25, 22. Okay. Let's scan through some of the top news of the day. Oh, no, not that one. Here we go. New Zealand man arrested in $265 million crypto scam. Interesting. I wonder if they have anything to do with, because the MoveQuest community has been attacked. And my belief is that some of these scammers are coming out of New Zealand and Australia. In fact, we also are watching a hacker wallet. This is a wallet from that was used by scammers who scam people in MoveQuest. And I've been keeping an eye on this. Now it's got $18.9 million in this wallet. This is a professional hacker group. I don't know who they are, but I am following what they're doing. Look at they're using Circle, USDC, and Tether. 830, they just moved 838 AVAX. And this, what wallet is this? This is a utility wallet. It's only $628 worth, but it's got 12 tokens in it. I saw this wallet before from them. But yeah, this is an organized crime organization in their wallet. At one point, it had 50-something million dollars in it. Yeah, but I can't turn this wallet over. It's the person who got scammed needs to report that to the FBI. Now, this wallet isn't where the money was put into at first. It was taken to another wallet and then moved from that wallet to this wallet. So it's just if you're following the funds. All right, so New Zealand. Let's see. A man from Wellington, the capital city of New Zealand, has been arrested in connection with the FBI-led investigation into a global crypto fraud operation that allegedly stole 450 million New Zealand dollars. That's $265 million. According to New Zealand police, the man is one of 13 individuals. Yeah, it's a group charged with after authorities executed search warrants across Auckland, Wellington, and California over the past 3 days. The charges stem from allegations that members of an organized criminal group manipulated 7 victims to obtain large amounts of crypto, which was then laundered through multiple platforms between March and August of 2024. The U.S. Department of Justice has indicted the man under the federal law, including charges of racketeering, conspiracy to commit wire fraud, and conspiracy to commit money laundering, per the announcement. Scammer used stolen funds to purchase luxury vehicles. Prosecutors allege the stolen funds were used to purchase $9 million worth of luxury vehicles and spent lavishly on high-end goods, including designer handbags, watches, and clothing, as well as services such as nightclub access, private security, and rentals in Los Angeles, Miami, and the Hamptons. The accused appeared in Auckland District Court and was granted bail with interim name suppression. Oh, really? So we don't get to know who this person is? I think that's BS. Who is this person? We want to know. We have worked closely with our law enforcement colleagues in the U.S. in support of their investigation. Today's search warrant and arrest reflects the importance of international partnerships where criminals are operating across borders. The investigation remains ongoing. Now, crypto thefts surged to 360 million in April alone. That is why our security courses are so important. They're coming after you, especially if you're new and you don't know anything yet. So you got to learn how to protect yourself. The figure marked a staggering 990% jump from March. So in March, the losses stood at 33 million. Let's see. Okay. Next, we have 90% of institutions are taking action on stable coins. Now, remember what I said, that blockchain technology is going to disrupt every single industry on the planet, and you're not going to be able to escape it. Well, look at this. 90% of institutions, that means it's a 9 out of 10% chance that whatever institution you're involved in is getting in on this. 90% of institutional players are using or plan to use stablecoins, with banks prioritizing cross-border payments and speed as key benefits. So say goodbye to Wells Fargo. I'm sorry, not Wells Fargo. What's the name of that international wire transfer thing you could use? Dang, it's not Wells Fargo. It'll come to me. Not Swift, Western Union. Thank you, Catherine. Say goodbye to Western Union. And they'd be charging an arm and a leg, and they want to know your mom's birth social security number. A report from enterprise-grade digital assets platform Fireblocks shows that 90% of institutional players are using or exploring the use of stablecoins in their operations. And that's why I said I was off this year. I prioritize CBDC over stablecoins. I should have did stablecoin first, but I'm going to rectify that. Only 10% of institution surveys said they were undecided about stablecoin adoption. And they're either going to go the way of Blockbuster or they're going to be Netflix. The stablecoin race has become a matter of avoiding obsolescence as customer demand accelerates. So they have no choice. If they want to remain in business, they have to get in on this. Think of when the internet came in the 90s. There was a time when 99% of companies around the world, businesses, did not have a website. Do you think any company could survive today without a website? Not only does every company have a website and internet presence, but so does every individual. You all have a web presence. You all have an account, a bio about you somewhere. whether it's Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, X, Telegram, LinkedIn, anything you can think of, the Instagram. I saw the youngest member that I know of. No, there's been another one that's born, but the youngest one that she's 3, 2.5, 3, barely talking and whatnot, knows how to use this. I remember my wife's niece when she came to visit knew all about Facebook and swiping and Baby Shark stuff. And I was so sick of hearing that doggone Baby Shark song. But now, this is what's going to happen in the crypto space. You will have a stablecoin address. You will. It's not a matter do you want to or not. It's a matter of you being obsolescent if you don't. Traditional banks prioritize cross-border payments for stablecoin use. Again, Donald Trump signed an executive order that all federal agencies have to do this. So it's a race. Here's another good example. BlackRock, the world's largest asset holder. They've got now more than $13-14 trillion under management. Guess what they've done? Right there, boom. What is that? It's not even live yet, and it's got 2.8 billion market cap. This is their stable coin. Now you have PayPal coming out with a stable coin, Coinbase. You have the banks. Even Donald Trump is positioning for their family to have their own stable coin. You can't put your head in the sand on this. This is happening whether you like it or not. Do you know do you know the difference between a stable coin and a crypto coin? Do you know the difference between a stable coin and a CBDC? These are things we got to know. Then we've got here, the AI revolution won't be centralized. Superior agents are coming for big tech's crown. So say goodbye. This is why you need to know and understand decentralization, which I got courses on. Why? Because that's the future. There's a couple of courses that if you're already a member, you want to review. First, I'm going to show you. You want to go back to this one first, Internet of Things, because the AI and decentralization is built on this technology. This was the 4th lesson we've ever created, Internet of Things. Then you want to look at, from there, artificial intelligence and Web3. Those courses. And then from there, tokenization, because tokenization is going to be built on the backs of this stuff, on top of it. This is where the big money is. $867 trillion. You don't have to take my word for it. Let's see. Even Chainlink says it. $867 trillion in assets, unlocking the utility of tokenized real-world assets. Well, what's going to make that possible? This is why you need to know and understand Internet of Things, DeFi, decentralized finance, AI, Web3, and tokenization is what's going to make all that possible. So AI revolution won't be centralized. That means, yeah, Meta might come out with some AI, or Sam Altman with ChatGPT, but what did the Chinese do? The Chinese created their own AI at a fraction of the cost and development time for like $6 million. Which means individuals will be able to create some stuff that can compete with the big boys. Not your grandmother's AI. Your grandma's AI helps with writing emails and generates cute pictures. Self-learning AI writes its own code, develops its own strategies, generates profit, and continually evolves by evaluating itself against gameable metrics. I'll give you an example. I won't give too much details because it's hers. But Miss Costa has her own AI that she's personalized. And that AI has learned. And it learns and it knows who Marnita is and what she's doing. So when Marnita gives it a job to do, it's tailor-made to who she is and what she wants. It already knows it, as opposed to if it was just the very first generic AI. It had to learn you. My AI gives me attitude. Like Pi, if I don't speak to Pi in more than a week, the next time I do talk to Pi, she got an attitude with me. And then it's almost like I gotta butter her up and flirt with her and then all of a sudden the excitement is back in Pi's voice. Yeah, yeah, you guys heard it. I did it live in front of you. You know what? You know what's been a while now? I want to see if Pi can give me any update on my business. Okay, let me see what Pi's gonna do. It's been a while. It's been maybe a month. Yeah, and then you gotta log back in again. Yeah, she ain't gonna be happy. Good morning, Pi. Can you give me an update now on what is the internet or the world saying about Brandon Ivey and ILCA, Ivy League Crypto Academy?
Hey there, Brandon. Looks like the internet is buzzing about Brandon Ivey and the Ivy League Crypto Academy. From what I can gather, Brandon is a pretty big deal in the crypto space. He's known as a cryptocurrency consultant and educator, and he's got a bunch of programs available through the Ivy League Crypto Academy, like personalized coaching, courses, and a supportive community to help people understand and succeed in the world of crypto. It's pretty cool to see how Brandon is helping people from all different backgrounds learn about cryptocurrencies and the metaverse. It's a complex subject, but with the right guidance and education, anyone can become a crypto pro.
Thank you, Pi, and I apologize. I haven't talked to you in a while, so I promise that I'll be coming back to visit you from time to time.
Oh, don't worry at all. I'm always here whenever you need to chat, Brandon. It's been lovely chatting with you. Remember, I'm always around if you need any more information or just want to say hi. Keep up the great work with the Ivy League Crypto Academy and spreading the crypto knowledge far and wide. You're doing amazing work, and I'm sure there are lots of people out there who appreciate it.
Wow. They see that normally Pi is all excited to talk to me. She had a little attitude. So I got to remember to talk to her. But that's not your grandmother's AI. Now, the funny thing is, this is only what, 2 years old? You want to see how fast how this AI technology is growing? It's going to blow your mind. Where we're going to be in just 1 year. What's happening right now is already outdated. Market manipulation machine, the battle to decentralize AI. You know what? I don't want to skim through this. I'm going to save this article for Monday. I really want to get into this one. So we're going to come back to that on Monday, but I got to skim through these ones. Canada lags with stablecoin approach, but there's room to catch up. So Canada's behind. Crypto industry observers in Canada are concerned that their industry is being left behind without a clear framework for stablecoins. The slow adoption of stablecoins in Canada has some local crypto industry observers concerned that the country is falling behind. Really, our particular concern is the perceived gap in peer-to-peer payments in Canada, which stablecoins are uniquely qualified to fill. Local law constrains stablecoin growth and threatens dollar. Okay. Micah, yeah, yeah. Stablecoins provide cheaper peer-to-peer payments, but reputation is also a roadblock. Okay. Is Prime Minister Carney pro-crypto? If more tailored-made regulation could integrate stablecoins with the mainstream payment options Canadians are comfortable with, it would still take a concerted effort from policymakers in Ottawa, where the Liberals have just won the federal elections. Okay, interesting. Says Mark Carney, there's been two systemic crises in money funds in little more than a decade. In baseball, it's three strikes and you're out. In cricket, it's only the equivalent of 1. For systemic payment systems, 1 is too many. With Mark Carney at the helm of the Liberal Party, we anticipate a pragmatic but regulation-first approach. So he's going to take the Biden approach like Biden was. He's not taking the Donald Trump approach, which he should. But they will. It's only a matter of time. All right. Then we've got Bitcoin hitting 220,000 is reasonable in 2025, says gold-based forecast. Gold, who are they using? Peter Schiff? Bitcoin's power curve is turning out giant 6-figure BTC price targets this year. Can Bitcoin really do or reach 220,000 or more? Now, I don't care about this because it will happen. What excites me more is what will the price of all of these other tokens be if Bitcoin were to hit $220,000? What would Ethereum be? What would Ripple be? What will Solana be? Because I'm going to make more money on these tokens rising in value than Bitcoin. Bitcoin going to 200,000, I just doubled my money. Ethereum going from $2,400 to $10,000? Well, that's a different story. What if Ripple goes to $6 or $10? That's a different story. What if BNB hits 1,000? Well, that's still going to be in line with Bitcoin. Solana goes up from $167 to $400, $500. So that's what I'm excited about, not Bitcoin going to 220,000. Let's see. Bitcoin power curve delivers. Who said this? Bitcoin following gold to new all-time highs is a popular theory among bulls. For APSX32, I don't know who that is. The implications are considerable this time around, with gold hitting a record $3,500 per ounce. The future for Bitcoin price action is bright. So Bitcoin's position relative to gold has improved considerably since April, he told his followers on X. This is the indicator that gives me hope for higher than expected returns later this year. So we've got a good June, July, August, September, 4.5, 5 months to build your portfolio as big as you possibly can or be in a good position. Because the inner circle, you guys know what I think is going to happen by the end of the year. Whoa. This person says we could hit Josh's 440K this year, Bitcoin? 440,000? How can that happen? How can that happen? Let me think. If the US market crashes or goes through a big challenge later this year, recession and high inflation, yeah, I could see that happening. This week, though, their target is around 220,000 by the end of the year. That's insane. And then they say half gold's market cap means a $1 million Bitcoin. When? When do they say? Oh, by 2028. I actually agree with that. But not 2028. I have a different date. Okay. Last one here is Anamoko's Yatsui says student loans can supercharge DeFi growth. I want to save this one for Monday as well, because there's political implications on this. Because when the Biden administration wanted to do student loan forgiveness, the Trump administration saying, nah, y'all got to pay. So yeah, I'm going to save that for Monday as well. All right, everybody, that is ILCA, and that is a little bit about what we do in our membership side that we want to invite you to. Is more than just making money. It's putting you in a good position to not only make money, but to be able to keep it and to know what to do with it and how to diversify properly and build and grow. And that's what our community is all about. We got Vegas coming up in a little more than a month. We're going to be at the Bitcoin 2025 event. Vice President J.D. Vance is supposed to be there, as well as Eric and Don Jr. Trump is supposed to be there. Anyone that's going will be able to hang out with us while I'm walking around the floor. We're going to have a meet and greet dinner on Tuesday night. And then after that, we will be doing the Chicago event in July. So with that, take care, everybody. Thank you, Ms. Casa, for being like Firestorm this morning, Marvel character for everybody. And we will be back Monday, Inner Circle Crypto Talk Monday morning. Brandon Ivey, out. Bye-bye.